list now, cause I make a gang of cash. Like Land Still Street with the do-rag. Slang, spit gang, change speech, how they do that? Watch their mouths drop, watch the crowd pop up and act out. Brawls with the school face, smash on and knock out. Ain't chain game over me, I run the game. If I gotta keep it green, so be it. I'm supposed to change like simple. Busy brawls and fucking with my mental. Natural born hustling, bitch, check what I've been through. Got mine, took it from you, and never slot mine. Set to my own shit, dog, I'm on the dot com.
Music girl.
I can understand why they scared to eat. Thought I did it one way, ain't prepared for me. Mad cause the image I don't care to be. Realness, real shit, spit reality. Attitude rules, that's the Philly and I. Need me in the game, I'm the thrill of your life. Breath of fresh air, little boys hang me on they wall, I grow them chest hair. Why you listen to other shit? You got the best head. I'm gonna try your luck short. I got the rest scared, but you anything, you ain't ready and you get left there. Ain't known for frontin' vouch for my behavior. Same way they get down, I get down for this paper. 16 me from my pen so you can test. I still need to know who I am and cop the record. Take it like a class on me, get learn the lesson. Bottom line, my word, my way, and the question is
the Black Half Fire Radio, and you're listening to
Yes, family, Karibuni sana to another beautiful episode of the Africa Today show. To everyone listening to me via YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, live on the radio station, and so on our website, Karibuni sana to another beautiful conversation where we shall be taking it all the way, all around the globe, politically, as we get to see what has been happening for the last few days in terms of politics, in terms of course, what is happening with us, especially the African American people, no matter where we are based, because we face situations all the same no matter where we are based globally. But of course, Karibuni sana, because our conversation today, we shall be sharing a video coming from Beirut, and which we shall be literally talking about where we have 23,000 dead people who are actually among the people who have been registered to vote. And this is crazy. This is not actually, I think, the first time I'm hearing this when it comes to especially the US, politics or anything to do with the, politics. They do exaggerate the numbers. They do, tend to come up with so many, lies and all that. And that is what we shall be talking about, because on the video we get to see how they have managed to lie that even among, we have illegal migrants who have also registered to vote. And I remember a video we did share some time back. We saw that actually, and we know the main reason why they're flocking all these illegal migrants in the country, especially right now. But they're claiming that they are part of the people who are voting. But we ask a question: how is it that an illegal migrant can vote without an identification card? Number one, how are you given, a register's a voting card while you don't even have an identification of of the state or of the country? So it is crazy, but that is what we shall be talking about. I'll be sharing that video, and also the next video I'll be sharing is of the host, Stephen Smith, who has actually shocked so many black people, especially the black Americans. And he said it's crazy. When we say you have crazy black folks, it is crazy, and paid coons. He said that black American people are very mad right now because we're having all these Mexicans and people taking over their jobs. And people have the reason to be mad. It's not just black Americans. We see even the white people are suffering because most of the benefit or other benefits are right now favoring the illegal migrants who are now flooding the country. So everyone is mad, but yet something to say. And I'll be showing the video as we get to continue. But I see Keith is with us in the building. Shout to Freedom Media in the building. Shout to Medina in the building. Shout to Samuel. Karibuni sana. And karibu sana Keith.
Asante sana. You got a video about coon ass Stephen Smith?
Yeah. I think
Oh
that is
man, this is
all
gonna be fun.
that is what we shall be starting with, because before we get
That,
to the
that's
other
yeah.
one. Mhm.
Let's see what this super cool is talking about.
The super cool, had something to say. But anyway, before we get to that, I want to say congratulations to Ousmane Sonko, who has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Senegal. And this gives me hope, because I do hope that these two working together, they are going to help Senegalese people to benefit from what has been, like, what Senegalese people have been literally hoping and waiting for. But anyway, as we get started, this is the video over here.
Best known for ranting and raving about
I know, Kit, you hate this guy so much, this white man here, and I do agree.
Yeah,
He's very racist.
he's a racist. You know,
Yeah, he is
the
very
way,
racist.
yeah.
Because on
Don't
this
ever
video,
get
you see sarcasm
don't
in
ever
him.
get
Like,
don't ever get confused, Joby, about these white people. If they say something that sounds actually decent, but they're
mhm,
racist. Understand? It's always they're always anti-black. They're always anti-African.
mhm,
At the end of the day, I was
mhm,
go ahead, Joby.
after balls, the modern day equivalent of the bread and circus distractions from ancient Rome. And he was on CNN last night to talk about college basketball. But of course, politics had to be introduced into the discussion because everything these days has to be politicized. And he made some admissions about Donald Trump that caused the host and undoubtedly the audience to feel extremely uncomfortable.
You have a whole bunch of American citizens who firmly believe that what he's saying is the reality in their
I
eyes.
understand.
They
I
look at footage,
understand.
they look at
They
things that have
understand. They
transpired
got him on
over the
CNN.
television.
Pause it. Pause it, Jay. Pause it. They got this moron on CNN. This Eric, this other fake right winger, this white dude, and he doesn't know who owns CNN, and that this black guy has
mhm,
been a bootlick for the powers that be. Stephen A. Smith, everybody knows he's a bootlick. He's a bootlick for the cats with the small hats. That's who owns CNN, right? He's a bootlick. So anything he says is not to be taken seriously because he is a mouthpiece for the established power.
mhm,
He's trying to act like he doesn't know that he's shocked. As a white man, I'm shocked what's being said. This white man is not shocked. He's phony.
mhm,
Stephen A. Smith is an old house Negro, Uncle Tom, bootlick for the last 25 years. He tell you he's a bootlick. These white people make me say this. When they fired his ass 15 years ago because he had the audacity to say something against white women, they let him know. Shut your mouth, nigga. He came back and apologized. I was wrong. Somebody said, and now I wake up every day to make sure I make these white people their money. I know everything that's black, he throws under the bus.
mhm.
He was
It's
given
very
his wake up call.
mhm.
Go,
It would
Joby.
make a lot of sense, because the same thing you were trying to teach, you were on Monday about Steve
Steve
Harvey.
Harvard. Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve Harvard.
Um, this, I think right now, if we know, or if you understand what has been happening in the industry, once we see the black people, being actually interviewed on these mainstream medias to give advices to the black community, or being told to say something about the black community, especially once they land on the mainstream media and they're not anyhow, they've not been anyhow shadow banned. They have numbers. We've been discussing about the numbers, and that's why Blackout Fire, we've been shadow banned, because if
Yeah.
really our truth did matter, they, if it didn't affect them, we should be
Joby, I
seeing
always,
our
Joby,
people getting
Joby, I
notifications.
always get, Joby, exactly, I always get numbers, Joby, because we're telling you. You know how smart you are now, Joby? I would say you're one of the smartest announcers, black women on the planet right now. I would say you're one of the smartest black women, political analysis on the planet, Joby, right now. You think people don't look? I'm not looking at you. They are. They are.
Mhm. It
Think the
seems so.
CIA and the,
Mhm.
go ahead, Joby.
That is what, thank you for the compliment, but I believe that is what, especially right now with the black folks, we should be understanding. If you know what is happening, once you see these people who have the numbers, we've been see them, been interviewed. They're never taken down on anyhow, being called anti-Semitic in any kind of way. Then we know who we're dealing with. We know who we're dealing with.
That's why they're there, Joe. That's why they've given a job. They're working for the people that would call them anti-Semitic or against. They don't go against, like I said, like I showed the video I did the show Saturday. They don't bite the hand that feeds them. They know what they can and can't say, Joby. They can never defend black people. They must throw black people globally under the bus because that's the power structure. You don't work for nobody black because don't nobody black have any power. You don't own any media worldwide. That is substantial. Like a CNN, a BBC. They work for those people, so they got to do what they're told. They're given a script, Joe. If they go off that script, guess what? They're fired. And guess what? They don't get no more numbers. Their numbers go to zero.
And I saw on this video he was also fired some time back, but I shall be explaining.
These are the kind of things that are being disseminated to the masses, and they're literally scared. You have people talking about there's an immigration crisis, and they're showing one piece of footage after another after another. I can tell you as a black man from Hollis, Queens, New York City.
He's trying to spin it like it's not actually happening. The Republicans are trying to make people think that this is happening.
I have never in my lifetime heard black folks
pause it again, Joby. See, he's been, the white guy's being disingenuous. He's a phony. Some of the Republicans. The Republicans are the ones that own the businesses. So understand, there's no Republican, no Democrat. That's all phony baloney. These different parties, even in Africa, there's no different parties. So make believe. You have a power structure that pretends that they're fighting against each other when they're not. The power controls both parties in every country. So the white guy is saying, oh, the Republicans don't believe it's not, they're saying it's happening. The Republicans are the ones that own the business, who hire those people. So if they were serious, why isn't this white man ever going to say, let's lock up the businesses who are hiring these people illegally? Since they're legal aliens, they're not supposed to have jobs in America, Joby, because it is illegal. But this white man will never say that, because that's the people who's paying his fake ass. He's not going to say, well, we lock up because if you lock up the companies, can't nobody come to America and get no job because they can't get no job. Because everybody's getting, the people that own the businesses that are hiring them will get locked up. The white man's not going to say that because that's the hand that feeds his white fake ass. So both power structure that they're supposed to be well against over, this is called kabuki theater and also called the Hegelian dialectic. He's phony and the black man's phony. They work for the same people to make you believe that there's really some division, because white man would have said, you know what, to end all this illegal immigration, which we know is happening, how about we just arrest the people that's hiring them? We ain't gotta go arrest the illegals. Let's arrest the businesses that are hiring them. Let's do that. He's not never gonna say that. Go ahead, Joe.
Immigration crisis more than now. Evidently, it's working. You know that it's working with an abundance of white Americans.
Do you think that this is a message that actually right now, I know that it's intended to resonate with black voters, but you think it's actually working?
Absolutely. And let me tell you something right now.
And you got, and you got these two black phonies who are on the door saying, oh, black people, it's not illegal immigration happening. You believe it's happening? Yeah, it's happening. Because it's happening in real life. That's why people in Chicago are pissed off. People in New York are pissed off. Black people in LA are pissed off. Black people in Houston are pissed off. You think they're going to believe this? Black people must be crazy. They see thousands of illegal aliens been put in their community, giving free housing, while black people not giving shit, giving free money. And hotels are being fucked up all throughout the United States with these illegal. Joey done showed, 100 videos of these illegal aliens being housed in goddamn hotels. But we're crazy. But we know it's happening. But these two black bootlicks are supposed to pretend this is all crazy talk, Joby. That's how despicable these two niggas are.
On this video, we shall see actually the illegal immigrants themselves saying that we've been questioning if the borders are closed, and we know that they're not closed, but finally we can see them speaking out and saying that the borders are very wide open. Nobody is actually trying to,
exactly.
deny them from entering the states or any country that they wish to. So, yeah, the borders are very wide open.
But then, and then,
just said, lady,
hold on, Joe, then an African has got to go through hell to go to the next African country.
Man.
Make it make sense. Because Africans, you're not supposed to know each other. You're not supposed to go and actually learn like that. Lady got it right from the Congo who was there. I got too bad to end that with my stuff. You're not supposed to know each other anymore. That's why it's so hard. You can't get to any other African country. What you doing here? Where you going? Motherfucker, I'm African. I should have to be costed at no border going to Tanzania, going to Malawi, going to South Africa, going to, that the white man set up here, these fake ass borders.
So we know we've been seeing our African migrants trying to cross all over to either probably to Italy or other countries, and we've seen very strict rules that have been signed between the countries.
Exactly.
And today we can see eventually after our people dying in cold, like in Canada, our Kenyans dying in cold, seeking for help, shelter, food, jobs, and all that. What they decided to do is, because I see news that came in this evening, is that we see African migrants who have been removed from the streets. This is because of the ahead Olympics is 100 days away. So they have been, removed from the streets of Paris so that the Olympics can be conducted,
get these niggas out of here. We got the Olympics coming. We can't show them. We can't show our streets are dirty with these filthy niggas. Lock them up right now.
We can't allow these people to come here, beg our people, and distract Olympic people, the athletes.
That's right.
I need a job.
Exactly.
I need a shot,
Exactly, Joe. They're going to lock their ass up until the Olympics is over.
It's so crazy and such a sad situation. Shout out to you, Jiba Jaba. Shout out to you, Neteru. Thank you so much for the compliments, and Karibuni sana.
What's next? Is he going to admit that Hispanics feel the same way? Oh, wait, what's this?
Absolutely. And let me tell you something right now. I've got a lot of Hispanic friends, brothers and sisters in the Latino community. They're talking about it because they came over here legally. They didn't come across, American lines illegally. And as a result, they're talking about it's an immigration crisis. They're talking about how people need to get in line. They're talking about how people need to come in here legally.
They're talking about how the illegals, tens of millions of them, need to be deported.
They're saying that about their own folks. And so when you take that into consideration, and then you're looking at black folks who have been speaking about it, and then you think about inflation, and you think about immigration, and you think about New York City
inflation.
And the $53 million prepaid cards and what have you.
Now he's mentioning it. Right, now he's mentioning that they talk about inflation, that people can't survive. They just, listen, the dollar printing family, the American dollar's going to eventually collapse. Because you can't keep printing money from shout out to Demore that understands it. You can't keep printing money from nothing. The economy is fake. It's fake as shit. These small hats, that's why they can never leave Africa alone. Once you understand the depth and how this works, only place that got real resources in abundance is Africa. Sorry to tell you that. Only place on this planet that has an abundance of resources that backs up fake money printing is Africa. That's the only place on the planet. That's a fact. So with this happening, they're bringing all these people in here because they know eventually everybody talking about they got to put these people in the military, they're going to make them police. Because these white folks are about to go crazy. I'm going to be out of this bitch. Because when this country collapses, they know it's going to be civil war in the streets. Because most people don't know how black people don't know how nothing works. Nowhere. It's not just Africa. I'm glad Joby was able to see that, like I told her years ago, when she hooked up with these morons from the South, which is considered the dumbest part of the country. Talking to cats from Louisiana. Joey's all surprised. They didn't know nothing. And they were talking about because they're morons. You talk to the most moronic part of the country, they're morons. Literally. So, literally. Welcome to the world.
Crazy.
Yeah. My people call it entertainment bullshit. Who's having sex with who? What fashion is, as the white man called it, rightly bread and circus. He's talking about the basketball games and like the soccer game. That's called bread and circus. That's to distract the stupid, Joby, so they won't ever revolt. So you give them games and circuses, so that takes their mind off how fucked up their lives are. It's called bread and circuses. That's why you have soccer players and basketball players. You playing football. So you have groupie ass men who's supposed to be fomenting revolution. They can't foment revolution because, oh, look at Manchester United. Oh. So all the energy goes to dumb shit. That's why the things are on purpose. But go ahead, Joey. You figure that out on your own.
What about us? What about us? Once again, we're at the bottom of the food chain.
Notice how he's making these comments and he sees the world through the lens of black identity. He's saying that they're not upset about it as Americans that a bunch of
because we're not Americans.
They're upset.
See, this how the fake shit talking about. You're ashamed of us, motherfucker. When has black people ever been Americans? When we get raped, burned, killed, fucking. What are you talking about? Why is there more black people in prison when we're the minority of the population? How the hell are we minorities? I mean, Americans, when we've still got slavery going on today in these damn prisons where they farm out black men for prison labor. I mean, slave labor. What are you talking about? See, this is the craziness of these psychopaths. This is a born and bred psychopath. That's what this moron is. They looking from the thing of being black and not from being American. When have black people ever been a fucking American? This crazy shit you're talking. When have black people been afforded Americanism by being locked up, not being able to have housing, discriminated against, shot in the fucking face, shot in the street, not given just, you got mad when black people just took a knee in one of your goofy sporting events when black people said, okay, we're Americans, and the national anthem is racist. He said, well, all the black people, all Americans, but their national anthems say you dirty niggas supposed to hang. We're supposed to get up and salute being dirty niggas with the anthem. You guys remember, like I told Joey about, that's why I had to give us sports. I had to think, wow, I knew the country was racist, but that even destroyed me about 8 years ago with the Colin Kaepernick thing. That's 8 years ago now. I never thought. I was with the bread and circuses hard. Even though I was still woken, that was the one part that was hard for me to give up was the sports. I had to let that shit go when I seen when black people say, you know what, we're going to take a knee. See, this no good racist white bastard here won't. He's never said, let's change the national anthem because it's racist to fellow Americans. Since we're all Americans now, this white no good bastard never said, let's change the words of his national anthem because it's racist towards other Americans. He never said that. When black people said they were going to kneel, what did white people say? You dirty niggas, you better get on your feet. Because that what? It was a threat to their power. Any threat to these white people's power, they go crazy. So all black people say, we're not going to be disrespectful and infringe what we believe on you as a country, but we're going to kneel to preserve all our own dignity because this anthem is racist towards us. Did anybody white give a shit? You guys seen that 8 years ago. You dirty niggas, how dare you? You niggas better get on your feet. How dare you niggas? Don't get up for the American national anthem. You filthy niggas. You remember that? It even shocked me. I know I'm not naive. I know the country's racist. But I was even shocked about the level of vitriol and hatred these motherfuckers got for us. It goes deep in the bone. It's psychopathy. You're like, damn. But he's got all these black people going to do with their identity. Not that we're all Americans. When do black people be all American? When does that fake shit ever happen? When does that ever happen? That's the kabuki to these white people try to do you now. They're not going to identify as black. Motherfucker, you identify as black and African. Hell you talking about? When have we not ever been black and African? When does that day ever happen? When does your media not ever say Africans are fucked up? We're supposed to be on the bottom. We're supposed to be goddamn murdered. When does that ever happen? Since we're all Americans now, better get your fake crazy ass out here talking that crazy shit. Go ahead, Joe.
About it as black people, that these other non-black people are coming to take their stuff. And despite the media's best attempts to try to keep the American people distracted with their endless obsessions over Donald Trump's pending criminal trials, word got out that America has been invaded, and it's obvious now to everyone.
Let's talk about voters and immigration. Where does that stand in terms of importance?
It's number one, basically, and the trend line has been absolutely tremendous. I've watched it over the last 6 months. You know, if you go back to the end of summer last year, less than 10% of Americans said that the top problem in this country, the nation's top problem, was immigration. And we've seen that rise steadily to now, where last month it was 28% of Americans. And if you go back and Gallup polling over the last 40 years,
remember, this is the media. These are the people that own this media are the ones that's bringing the people in here. So they're all dubious with these fake statistics that they're talking about. The cats with the small hearts own this shit. They're the ones with the NGOs bringing these motherfuckers in here. You see them down in Panama right now in special goddamn tents. They're the ones busting their ass in here. You see the Jewish Foundation busting them, getting them cars. They're the ones doing it. They're the ones on the media. They're only mad because these white people are now like, whoa, what the fuck? Because that's affecting white people. See, when it affects black people, they don't give a shit. I told you when we said, hey, can you change the national anthem? It affects black people. It's racist us. They told you, sit down and shut up, you filthy niggas. That's what they told us. You filthy niggas, you do what you're told to do. You shut your damn mouth. Like, damn, what? But this all this fake brotherly love. Go ahead,
you have
Joe.
No right.
That's
you
right.
have no right to tell us.
That's right. That's right. That's what they said, Joby. You got no right. You shut your. We weren't just niggas, Joby. We were filthy niggas. Filthy. Damn.
Mm-hmm. But shout out to DJ Fulani in the building. Karibu sana. Hope you're doing amazing.
Say that immigration was the top issue, then our.
This what you call the white media trying to gaslight you, like you crazy, like you'll see all these immigrants everywhere. Hey, it's not that many immigrants, motherfuckers everywhere, all getting free handouts.
Particular point. And it makes sense.
And understand, like I told you, this is because you Negroes started waking up and realized the Democratic Party and that shit you got from Malcolm X. I mean, my bad. Martin Luther King has been fucking you for almost 60 years. Martin Luther King told you go to these Democratic morons, and you've been there for 60 years, and now the wake up has finally happened. The Democrats have been locking your black ass up. They've been doing policies against you. Tell you that the Republicans are racist when both of them are racist. So they knew you were waking up. So they told they were bringing in their replacement people. That's why what Joey just said. They want to give them the right to vote. They ain't got no damn names or addresses in this bitch yet. That they want to get a right to vote. That's what it's about. See, but I told you years ago, oh, Keith, you're crazy. You're a conspiracy nut. Because most of you are morons. You can't see what's happening? No, because you're miseducated, undereducated. The media, the fake media is not going to tell you, but now it's here and everybody sees it now. It can't be hidden. Like, oh, the number of things of immigration. Yeah, when I go past a building and I see 500 Mexicans in this goddamn building that was empty, and I asked the city, hey, We need schools. Can we make this a school and you fund it? And they said, no, you dirty nigga. We ain't giving you no money. Get no school for you dirty niggas. And then all of a sudden I go by, motherfuckers selling all kind of tacos and burritos, all kind of shit out this building. I'm like, what? Where the fuck that happened? What's going on? They ain't got no money for your black ass. And understand, this country was designed to make sure you stay on the bottom. Anybody talking this shit on this American shit. These people been here 2 days and already they are what? In front of your black ass. Okay? Negroes want to call you Indian or whatever fuck name you want to give yourself. They see you as an African. And your ass is supposed to be on the bottom globally. So these people got in 2 days ago and they put them in front of the line over all us as black people here. That's the level of contempt that this country has for us. And you can fake like you can pretend like it ain't real. It was been showing you right in your face. You niggas woke up, so we brought people to replace your nigga ass.
Border crossings being at an all-time high by the end of last year, that Americans seem to be responding in a way that they simply put never have before. And
this guy is CNN's statistician, and it's amazing that they haven't fired him because he.
Because it's a lie. you know it's all phony, white man. Look at Joby. You know it's all phony, white man. Because you phony. You know it's all phony, white man. Yeah, the statistics all lie. You keep playing, Joby. When it comes out, when it comes back in, I'll just be quiet. You know, yeah. All this media is a lie. Oh, there you go.
Responding. In a way that they simply put never have before. And
this is the reason why these cats with the small hat want to buy TikTok. Ain't got nothing to do with no China, all that fake propaganda. You know what I mean? It's China. No. They want complete control of TikTok. Shout out to the cats on TikTok, understand. It was good at the video. The cats with the small hats want TikTok so they can stop that damn knowledge on this app. That's why they want it. For the end of this shit, you waking up and knowing.
Statistician, and it's amazing that they haven't fired him because he surprisingly doesn't lie with the numbers. And as you can,
because they got to put some, they got to put some truth with it. It's overwhelmingly now. You can't sit there and talk like you be in another universe. You can't then say that these migrants ain't all over America now, because everybody can say it. He talking about you like, hey, you can't sit there and blatantly just make up shit. You know what? This immigration is all made up. People talking crazy. There's no immigration. People see people tearing up hotels and, well, like I said, I'm walking down the street and abandoned buildings full of Mexicans and shit. I'm like, what? Chicago. What the hell is going on around here? You go to a construction site like me. You go to a construction site, ain't nobody black. I showed Joby. Ain't nobody black out there. Everybody's all illegal Mexican. But they don't talk about, but this no good white guy is not going to talk about, hey, how about we go arrest the company, the construction company that's hiring these illegal aliens. His ass ain't going to say that because then they'll get rid of his white ass. See, understand the game that's being dealt. He'll understand he's fraudulent too. He won't say, let's arrest these construction companies that's hiring all these illegal aliens. If I didn't hire you, you wouldn't come up here, you got no job. Because they're not hired. He said, black people see themselves as Americans. Well, these construction companies are not hiring these black Americans. They say to you dirty niggas, we're not hiring you. They didn't say they're not hiring you as an American. They say they're not hiring you as a nigga. And we're bringing illegal aliens in here. So what about that? I'm an American. Why I don't got the job? Why I don't get the good construction job if I'm an American? And they're giving it to these illegal aliens. Go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
See, he pretty much gives it straight.
This has obviously become a political hot football, right? And this is one of the
You could see how much this data just pains him to have to admit the obvious.
trend lines that I think really tells the story. That's the difference between this election and the 2020 election. So if you ask voters, who do you think would do a better job handling border security and immigration? What do we see? We see that back in 2020, it was basically a dead even split, right? Joe Biden was slightly favored on it, but not overwhelmingly. And of course, he slightly won the election,
No, it
not
wasn't.
overwhelmingly so.
No,
Look at
he
where
didn't
we
win
are
no
today.
election. He didn't win. That's why you couldn't say it. That's why you couldn't say it on YouTube. That election was stolen. Like they steal everything. The CIA stole that election like they steal it in Africa. Still everywhere else. Everybody's starting to finally understand that. But you don't live in there's no America's not no different than Africa no more. Now you know you don't live in no fake democracy. You've already had the studies show you that you live in an oligarchy, you live in a dictatorship. But pretending to be a democracy, everybody in Congress is bought and paid for. That's why that genocide has been going on in Israel, and ain't nobody stopped shit. I told you, it make no difference. They've gone some criminal court of the world. Don't give a shit. They created that fake ass court for them. No matter about the UN say, hey, what they're doing is wrong. They created the UN for them. See, the cat's out the bag. The dirty secret is now. You see it. It's in your face. So don't tell us you be running to the polls to vote for who. They stolen these elections. But now they're scared because now the white people now realize, hey, they've been stealing elections. Yeah, moron. Yeah, white people, they've been stealing elections since they blew Kennedy's fucking head off. When he said he's going to get rid of the Federal Reserve, their fake bank that prints money from nothing. President Kennedy said we're going to get rid of that shit. He told you we're going to give it all these Jewish organizations, the ADL, which is a criminal organization in America, the APAC, you go get it, think about APAC, you're anti-Semitic. He said I'm getting rid of that shit too. And magically, he got his fucking head blown off in broad daylight. And they made up a whole fake story that you couldn't talk about. That's when they created the thing, conspiracy theory. And that everybody say, hey, man, this killing don't make sense. How one guy shoots some man, a president, in an open car at that range? That don't even make sense. And then a bullet ricochet, man, you got the magic bullet theory. Because it was a lie. They blew his fucking head off. And the politicians all knew they did it. And they were sending a warning. Motherfucker, you don't do what you're told to do. This is going to happen to you. It ain't just in Africa you think leaders getting their fucking head blown off. Every one of these congressmen, senators, and all these past presidents all have been puppets since John F. Kennedy. Every last one of them. This is all factual. And we know who controls them. We know it. Right? And now white people finally started like, hey, what the hell? I think this country's been fucked up for years. Yeah, white people. Hey, we need to unite with you black people. Nah, you never want to unite with us. We're dirty niggas. Nah. Hey, unite for what? Get out of here. Hey, we're all Americans now. Yeah, okay. Now that you fucked up, everybody's all an American.
Crazy.
Go ahead.
University Law School poll
Hi to you, Black Angel. Nice to see you.
that was put out last month. Look at that advantage that Joe Biden has on, that Donald Trump has on immigration and border security. It's near 30 points. This is a tremendous change that's going on. And it's no wonder that Donald Trump is running on immigration. And he's not just running on it in a Republican primary, he's running on in the general election. And I also think that's why there hasn't been quite the backlash that you might expect over Trump's comments, some of which that I, of course, wouldn't make. And it's because that voters at this particular point are quite concerned about immigration and they trust Donald Trump on this particular issue.
Yes, we do. But apparently the Democrats didn't think that the American people would notice. Here is Alejandro Mayorkas, the director of the Department of Homeland Insecurity.
We know that immigration is a key issue for voters across the country. And according to
we know he's a cat with a small hat. And he was responsible before they gave him that position of getting illegals from the border into America. Go back to his personal life when he was with these NGOs, this motherfucker here. This cat with the small hat. See, all our officials in America are all. How can that even be possible in a country that only 1% of cats with small hats, but all your government officials, every last one of them, CIA director, FBI director, Secretary of State, this moron in the Secretary of Homeland Security. I go on and on and on and on and on and on. And every last one of them are cats with small hats. So you think they were going to ever vote against Israel? Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State, he's a cat with a small hat. He told you when he was going to Israel, I'm a Jew first. If you're a Jew first, how can you be representing America? Because they don't, you morons. That's who runs the world. That's who runs America. And you white people now finally waking up what Kennedy told you 60 years ago and why they blew his fucking head off. They killed the president in broad daylight and no one went to prison. Who created the CIA? Oh, cats with small hats. Who created the FBI? Oh, cats with small hats. They're out there running. They the ones who create all these terrorism throughout Africa. ISIS, Al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram. Oh, it's the same folks. Yeah. And when you say that truth, you're anti-Semitic. That's what they're doing to Candace Owens, stupid. That's the funny thing about with Candace Owens. Other white people like, hey, something's going on because she's been their champion for so long. And the Jews have now thrown her ass under the bus because she spoke out, how dare you, nigga bitch, speak out against goddamn what we're doing in Gaza. Because they turned her back into a nigga. See, when she was pouting all that anti-black shit she was doing, they was, oh, Candace is such a great commentary, telling the truth with good people. But when she said that, now she's a nigga bitch again. You nigga bitch. Now she's a black nigga. You nigga bitch. You shut your mouth. See how that works? That works. So you can be a bootlick for only so long. And then they come out to that bootlick. So now you're having a fight within white America over Candace Owens. It's hilarious. Because white people say, hey, why'd you fire our champion who's talked bad about niggas? We like that. She ain't saying nothing bad about us. She's talking about niggas and just said something about Gaza. Well, why are we throwing them the bus? Because she's been up to those real folks, you stupid white people.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like you. Go, Joey.
I would say they use you, and after they're done using you, they now give you the,
They break it.
they dump you, They
break it. They give you the dirty Sanchez.
Yeah, shout out to John Mosquito in the building. Shout out to Big Cheese. I see you in the building. Shout out to Jason Hill. Karibuni sana. Another Dami Blackman. I also see you in the building. Karibuni sana. I'll be going through the comments in a few, but let me finish up this one.
When they get done with the job, they dirty Sanchez you.
Mm-hmm. John Mosquito Kenyan men were just chilling. He say it's just like Kenyan men. Who told you? Who told you? Yeah?
By more than 5-1, voters believe President Biden's policies will lead more migrants to try crossing the border compared with President Trump's policies. Only 22% think your policies will decrease migrant crossings.
That's very interesting. But what would be even more interesting is if we heard directly from some of the criminal invaders themselves.
Would you have tried to do this when Donald Trump was president?
Definitely not. Definitely. We had the chance, the same violence that's going on today was there last year. We used to watch the news, and I definitely won't do this.
So did you come here because Joe Biden was elected president?
Basically.
It's amazing that this interview actually made an error. This was on ABC News, and I'm sure that the producer got fired.
And Vice President Harris said that the border is closed. Is the border closed? Do you believe that the border is closed, or is it open?
It's open, not closed. The border is open.
It's open, not closed. You said I got my goofy. You said I got my goofy mask on. It's open. I don't know even about the COVID. My mask is on. I'm here to take these niggers' jobs. Fuck the niggas.
Crazy. Shout out to you, Peter One. Nice to see you.
Open.
Yeah, everybody believes that the border is open. It's open because we enter. You come in.
That's right.
It's free.
It's open because we.
No problem.
No problem.
All these
We
people
come
to be
in.
doing this.
What I would do as president is several
I
more
would surge the
things,
border.
because things have changed. I would, in fact, make sure
I surge the border. Exactly.
that
They told me to.
we immediately surge to the border. All those people are seeking asylum. They deserve to be heard. That's who we are. We're a nation that says if you want to flee and you're fleeing oppression, you should come.
And understand this brain dead bastard. Understand this brain dead bastard right here. It doesn't lead anything. He's mentally gone. He's a fucking vegetable. And remember when they had the Haitians come in a couple years ago, they got their black asses up out of here because they black. You niggas get your ass out. Haitians were coming across the border. Remember, they took their horses and dogs out on these Africans who tried to bring their ass in here. Remember that? That was when Spike was there. We showed the Haitians were coming across the border. Oh, it's bad in Haiti. We got this. They said, you niggas, you better get out of here. They sent the dogs. They sent the horses to whip them, and they put them on planes and shipped their ass back to Haiti. And some ain't even been to Haiti in 10 years. They said, we ain't even been to Haiti. We left Haiti. We've been in South America. We've been in Panama or Colombia or Brazil. It don't make no difference, nigga. You're going back to Haiti. Here you go. So it matters what race you are when you come in here. See, these are the replacement black people. And they're anti-black, anti-African to the core. To the core. Why did they bring all these Indian motherfuckers in here? You know, today, I don't care where you live in this country, all the Indians own all what? These gas stations and these. None of that shit. My favorite place I used to go to in Alabama, right? I stopped there one day. Everybody black in that bitch was fired. There's a whole bunch of Indians. And I was laughing. A white man sitting at the table eating. He said, man, the food is all fucked up since they fired all the black women, right? I said, fired all the black women? What you talking about? And I said, everybody in there was East Indian, right? Because they brought them in and set them up with loans, especially in our business, Chinese, Asian, all in your community. You couldn't get no loan because the country and the world is based on a white pyramid scheme. Black on the bottom. Black on the bottom. Black on the bottom. Global. I was like, damn, how these people just coming to America can't even speak good English and got a business already. Owning gas stations and shit where they broke and fucked up in India. Got rats running around on top of their goddamn heads and shit. Because that's the scam. That's the game. It's a cold, racist game. And it's global. Where do you think all these Indians were allowed to stay in Africa? Think they brought their ass in there as a buffer race. They think they came into India. These are broke-ass Indians. They all got businesses now in Kenya, Zimbabwe, South Africa, and races and shit. I think they got them businesses. They had no damn money in Uganda and all these other places. That was to promote the racial pyramid scheme globally. You understand that? What you see here is just copy and paste they take around to Africa. These Indians, I'm like, I've been there and say, man, I can't eat none of this shit. I know it's going to be fucked up because luckily they had enough white people they didn't want to go mess up the menu. But if you black enough to be eating in any of your neighborhoods where you got Indian people on that shit, I've already told you, I was in rural Georgia at a gas station that another, you guys need to come in with their whole family. Indians take over the whole gas station. And I understood because I understand Farsi, which is really between a Hindu and Iranian. I understand that shit. So I was getting water, and they said, we're giving this old dirty chicken to these niggas. I was like, God, I was like, God damn. Because they know the black people, they know what the fuck they were saying. They speaking in their language. But I knew exactly what they said. We're going to feed these Niggas this old ass chicken. Fuck them. Let them eat it. Fucked up people. And so when I told people, I said, hey man, y'all better not eat this chicken, man. These Indian bastards right here, they setting you up. Black people so stupid. Oh man, you trying to cut in front of us. You trying to cut the line. I'm like, what? Cut the line? Hey, moron. I don't want none of this shit they feeding you goopy bastards. I tell you, this chicken that they cooking, frying up, is old. It's rotten. They feeding you rotten bird. Smell it. I smell it. Now that they say I can smell that it's old. You guys know when you got old chicken, when it's rotten? I smell the shit. I probably wouldn't have smelled it unless I knew what they were saying. But then I smelt it. You know, some old lady. Oh, you just being mean against these people. I said, okay, you old bitch. Shut your old nigga ass up. Can't stand old niggas. Can't stand old niggas. They're the dumbest mother. Shut up, old bitch. I mean that disrespectfully as it sounds. Shut the fuck up. Eat your chicken, and when it starts causing you all kind of damn internal problems, and you ain't got the money to go to the hospital because you're black in the country and you're broke and fucked up, well, good luck to you, stupid. Shit. Tired of trying to say black people, they so damn dumb. You know, you just trying to talk about these people. Shut up. That's your old nigga ass up. Go eat the shit.
It's actually
Oh, go ahead, Jimmy.
Probably only a few dozen. The other tens of millions are just coming here to leech off of our tax dollars. But let's get back to Stephen A. Smith for a moment. He's been making waves recently talking politics. Here he is speaking with Fredo on some little-known cable channel that has far fewer viewers than yours truly, a guy in his kitchen on a laptop. And here he is admitting the obvious about the mainstream media's bloodbath hoax.
The Trump bloodbath situation. Why?
Well, first of all, I thought that he was talking about the United States and China and the auto industry.
You knew what he was talking about, and the media ran with it, and they got caught with. So what they use them as cover, family. You guys remember when Trump said our auto industry will have a bloodbath, and we let these fucked up fake Chinese cars up in there, these fake ones I told you, these fake Teslas and electric cars, they all fucked up. And so Trump said it'd be a bloodbath for our manufacturing, and then the fake media that they own. Oh, Trump said if he wins, it's gonna be a bloodbath. They'll be fighting in the streets. They were called out, so they're using this handkerchief head Negro to run cover for them getting called out and saying this is fake news. Nobody ever said that. All the media, because they own it all, ran with the. How's it funny? How can all the media run with the same fake story if it's not owned by the same people? How's that possible? Because it is. He's just giving cover because it was so blatantly called out that the media, like Joey said, the mainstream is losing all credibility. No one believes anything the media is saying now. It's completely jumped the shark. It's like, hey, if they tell you it's gonna rain today, you're like, man, let me look and see. I probably won't even need my umbrella. Probably gonna be sunny. You don't believe nothing they say. Because the mask is being pulled off of all the lies they tell. But go on, Joey. So they use this handkerchief head nigga. They always use a handkerchief head to go and sell the soap. Use this black man. They'll believe him because he's black. Why would he try to tell any lies? But they know that he's a handkerchief head, boot-licking, cowardly Negro. And that's why he's there. Go ahead, Joe.
And exploit the kind of things that they wanted to about Donald Trump. Fair enough. The problem is that he's kicking their tail. That's really what this comes down to. According to the polls, he's up, he's gaining momentum. And when you use these kind of tactics and it comes with a question mark, it comes with some trepidation, I don't think that's something that has shown itself to work against Trump over the last few months or so. I mean,
oh, you mean the endless lies coming from the fake news industrial complex aren't working and actually are backfiring? I mean, what's next? Is he going to start ranting about how the Marxist Democrats' lawfare tactics to persecute President Trump aren't working and are also backfiring? Oh, wait, what's this?
The High Price of Democrats' Anti-Trump Lawfare, written by Daniel Henninger, spoke of how most Americans believe the rule of law is better than the law of the jungle, but how that could change. According to Henninger, The newest buzzword in politics is lawfare, or using the legal system as a weapon against a political opponent. Henninger questions how many lawsuits, court motions, and judgments against Donald Trump the Democratic Party can actually chow down on. He also ponders about the high price the American system may pay for all of
It
this.
already pays. It shows that you don't live in a democracy, Mara. It's already proven that you don't live in a democracy. That's them trying to cover their ass or give it some kind of credibility. If you don't know, you don't live in a democracy. What they've done can exist in a democracy. We don't live in a, we're supposed to live in a republic. Fuck the democracy. They keep talking about that democracy shit. America's supposed to be a republic, not a democracy. It's supposed to be a democratic republic. This is supposed to be a republic. Now they got me saying that fake term, democracy. This is a republic, not a democracy any damn way. But we don't have either. We don't have a republic. You have a system of bankers that run this country as they run the world. Okay? The ones that's printing money from fucking nothing. Now, whoever gave somebody the damn power to print money from absolute fucking nothing? That's what they don't ever want you to go to. Who the fuck has got the right to print money from nothing? You ain't even supposed to even know that. That there's a group of people printing money from nothing. And then why do they got the right to print the shit and give out fake loans to people when it's actually worth this garbage, worth this fucked up paper that's worth nothing? Who gave them the right to do it? Why do they got the right to do it? As Putin is now asking, how the fuck do they got the right to print this money from nothing? So you're not supposed to never know that. That's the scam that's been running for years. And people have been printing money, been making themselves wealthy from fake money because they print it from nothing. So you're not supposed to know. That used to be called a conspiracy theory until it wasn't. Yeah. Conspiracy theory until it wasn't. Yeah. Yeah.
Piece.
You are joking.
I completely agree with Daniel Henninger of the Wall Street Journal, the opinion piece that he wrote in there, because we've got
Wall Street Journal, another small hat rag. Another small hat rag. Small hat rag. Can't say it. Can't put the small hat rag. Everything else ain't but they own all the media. CNN, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Washington Post, Los Angeles Times. The same people own it. What? Oh, let's go to Hollywood, Universal, Walt Disney, Fox, Netflix. The same motherfuckers own it. Oh, let's go to the social media. Facebook, YouTube, Google. Oh, it's the same motherfuckers. But no, if I say that, I'm anti-Semitic. And the same motherfuckers want to own TikTok. Same people right now trying to get TikTok. They will say this, I'm anti-Semitic. The truth is not anti-Semitic. So he represents all these fake news organizations. Who owns it? Who owns it? Go look it up. Brexit ain't your black ass. That's that. Go ahead, Joe. Wall Street Journal.
Donald Trump made a very salient point. I know you don't hear me say that often, but it's true. He made a very salient point a couple of weeks ago, or I think it was in the immediate aftermath of Super Tuesday, when he was talking about President Biden and come beat me. Stop trying to use the legal system in order to pull it off. Now,
well, you get the point, but there's only so much truth that a host is allowed to admit on liberal networks. And so Stephen A. Smith got the call and then had a mysterious change of tune.
Forgive me for transitioning off of the world of sports, but I deem it necessary, particularly because I have this podcast.
He probably was told, you did right, but you probably went too far. See, this is what a bootlick does. He probably told him to say it, but he went too far off the talking. He went off a script. He probably went off a script and said, hey, nigga, you get out there and make it right. You gone too far. We want you to say that, but you went too far with the script. Now get your Get your onion-headed ass out there and fix that shit, or we're going to get rid of you. And you know, we own everything. There ain't no other job for you. You can't go to this other media company or this other media company. We own it all. And so you'll be done. Once we get done with you niggas, you're done for good. Ain't no going to another media company, Joby. You're done. When we break you ass, we break you. Go ahead.
Address things that I want to address that might not necessarily be sports related. I love having this platform to do just that. And you know what? Leave it to Breitbart. Add a caption. Stephen A. Smith is waking up big time. And it is a picture of Donald Trump, the former president of the United States. It highlights ESPN Stephen A. Smith furious at Biden, believes Trump is on the verge of getting reelected, as you can see with the caption that I had put up there. Look, y'all, I want to make sure that I'm clear. Donald Trump is not getting my vote.
Blah, blah, blah. He goes on to say it has nothing to do with the fact that he's a Republican.
Now I want you to send this off. I'm going to send this off.
Do with politics.
This off. I'm going to send this off. That's why this white guy's a fraud too. Donald Trump told you he's a small hat. He told you that. He loves the small. He told you. And don't look at all his damn cabinet. I did his cabinet for you guys. They're full of what? Rothschilds or people that work for the Rothschilds. I went to his cabinet. We went to Trump's cabinet. They were all Rockefellers and Rothschilds. Remember that? Remember? Go back. It's not a secret. Go back and look at Donald Trump's cabinet. He supposedly cleaned the swamp. He's getting all the people out there that's doing wicked, right? His whole cabinet was Rothschilds or people that work for the Rothschilds or Rockefellers or people that work for the Rockefellers. Go look it up. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Go look it up. Go look up his damn cabinet. Donald Trump's cabinet. Now, you had one of the main bankers for the Rothschilds in his cabinet. Well, how did he get there? How did he get one of the main Rothschild puppets in his cabinet? This motherfucker, they the ones put his ass in there. So, like Joby said, you're looking at a fake thing. Oh, Trump and Biden. It's the same. It's kabuki theater. It's phony. They both do the bidding of the people that actually run the planet. You just think this is like we're gonna go with Joby. This is wrestling. One's Ric Flair and one is goddamn Steve Austin. Whoa! I'm gonna take Trump. I'm gonna work around. I'm gonna beat his head in. Woo!
That's what's up. But let me go to the comments very quickly as we get to see what you guys are saying. Karibuni Sarah to whoever knows with us once again. ICK Williams earlier was saying that the blacks in the spotlight are bought and paid for a bunch of sellers. It's true. Shout out to Necheru once again. Shout out to Jibajaba one more time, who was also saying earlier that yes, and up here in PA they are too busy coning. Okay, and what about
And
I also see Jibajaba says that they went to apoplectic over Beyonce singing country music. That is true. And
exactly, they went crazy. That's why I tried to teach Joby and especially Campbell's dumbass. Stop playing this country music, you moron. These people don't like you. You think it's just everybody's your buddy and everything. It's not. It's not everything is everything. You see when a black woman just you have black people. Oh, look at Eminem singing our culture, being a rap star, white people, because you never guard your culture against their ass, right? And then the funny thing, black people created country music, not white people. Like we created that music, they did, but we gave it to their ass, right? So a black woman tries to come back and just do a goofy country song. With Texas, hold them. This ain't Texas. Them white people say, you dirty nigga. How dare you, you black bitch. And shit. And she's the lightest black woman you ever seen. All that skin bleaching she been doing. But they know she's black. They no matter how much skin bleaching Beyonce been doing. They know she's African. You nigga bitch. How dare you to our country, Joby. How dare you, you nigga bitch. just for singing this ain't Texas, Texas hold them.
We don't consider you as one of our own.
But yeah, exactly. I thought we're all Americans, Joby. We're all Americans, Joe. We know that's what he said. Why you niggas start saying you're all Americans? Because
When
I said this is Texas. Texas hold them. You dirty nigga.
it comes to race, we are not Americans. We have a
That's
difference.
that's right. They let you know every time. I told you. When the benefits them down, oh, why you saying you're half black? Why you not saying you're all Americans? Because when I said if I did a Texas Hold'em and try to be all American, you called me a dirty nigga. You just said you just said I was an American singing that song. Oh, look at Beyonce. She's an American singing country. You didn't say that. You said I dare this dirty nigga sing this country music. That's what you said. Go ahead, Joe.
To also Jibajaba says that the miseducation of the Negro is playing out, and big
Yes.
up to Byron Scott as well. Blessings to you too, and Karibu Sana. Jibajaba also said earlier Americans is media code for white, and
Yep.
Byron Scott said earlier that Keith, that's one of the reasons the small hats put so much effort in keeping the black community impoverished. And
Yes.
Jason Hill says, Karibu Sana says that some black folks with good common sense is finding other avenues of self-employment besides working around these pathetic creatures. I agree with you. And I also see Big Cheese says, welcome Big Cheese also says that the small caps understand the white race is blinded by the hatred of black Americans.
Black people, exactly.
Eventually replace the American whites with a mulatto
Yes.
race.
Yes, big cheese, exactly. But some of the white people are figuring out. Well, we can't play a video on YouTube. A lot of white people finally get it. Exactly. They use their psychopathic hatred for us to make sure they stay on top. Exactly. That's exactly what they do.
And now Susi Bajaba says Pittsburgh and non-union it's Latino with a white supervisor union.
Damn.
And worksite is white, maybe one token black. And I also see you're saying to Big Cheese, you see that with the media commercials to program society for that mulatto race. Okay, and I also see another dummy black man says, I met Vice President Bush in 1982. His hand was cold as ice. And I also see Jibajaba says that notice marks are creeping back. Yep, they are creeping back. They are creeping back, and that's a sign of we know what's coming. Jibajaba says that they put the shield back up in the grocery stores, and Jason Hill says they're on the verge of getting rude awakening. And also another dummy black man adds that pics I took with him, my crazy ass mother said, you are not going to put that in my wall because he doesn't have a soul, said them. And I also see, I know that point, that period when you meet the assumed heroes we've assumed, or maybe you think he's a hero, then you're told that this is wrong, you can't do this and this, then you're like questioning what's the reason behind it until you come find out later. I don't know if you knew by then, but I think she was trying to probably educate you a little bit. Jabajaba says Pittsburgh, they are getting into beer distributor stores. And I also see Jabajaba says refugee can get a 7-year interest free SBA loan, and then they sell in a year 6 to family members, and the cycle continues. It's crazy. General Mosquito says, good evening, Joe Mosquito, one more time. Actually, you'll have to stick with me right here. My TikTok phone has gone off, and I'll see you saying that.
They allow them to build wealth. Exactly. They allow them to build wealth, and they say, oh, why you black people can't make it? Because they make sure you're designed to stay on the bottom. They make sure that they allow to build wealth and be a buffer class. Exactly right.
General Mosquito asks what happened to all the black people that wanted to drain the swamp with Trump. And I also see lied too long, Karibu Sana. Hope you're doing amazing. Nice to see you on today's conversation. And General Mosquito also said that they said Trump was arresting pedophiles and beheading sex traffickers during COVID. Damn. And I also see you're saying that, damn, who do Kamlesh like that? The Palestinians. Yeah, some Palestine friends he came talking about, that was last week. But I also see Jason says, and white people don't even think about their birth rates, especially all the population collapsing globally. They're done wiped out, about 1 billion people globally already. It is crazy. It is crazy. And we hope our women will not be the ones to be extending their race. You know, when they're coming here, then busting it open, then we allow these people to leave mulattoes behind, because that's how we're gonna be allowing another race to take over, you know, which is gonna be super, super crazy. But to the major conversation of the day, which is also combined under the same, which you can see that when you talk about the votes or elections that are coming, there's already some, you know, ongoing shadow campaign that has already begun. That is what they're calling it. And we see that so far they're claiming that there's over 23,000, or reports coming in, there's over 23,000 dead people who have been registered according to the votes. That is the registered voters. And one of the biggest questions posed is it is a puzzle that people are really questioning a lot. So let me try share. I did download the video here, so I don't want it to buff. Let me cue it on this other end. As we continue. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me know, you guys, if you can see my screen. Kid, can you guys see my screen? I don't know. Let me see.
Not yet.
All right.
Not yet. Now we can, Joey. Now we can.
In 2020, until your
not this moron again.
Joe Biden and weaponizing the DOJ. There are a lot of people that say Trump what do you really mean by that? But I'll just say this, Trump making an argument as to why he'd be president convinced more people. Where'd those votes come from? Well, that's up to mail, I guess. Now, largely, these were due to ballot harvesting initiatives. And perhaps Barr said there was fraud. Not that we trust Bill Barr all that much, but how much was there, we're not entirely sure. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, it appears that there is something suspect going on. I'll tell you much of what it means. I don't, there's probably something going on, but I can show you the Social Security Administration website revealing that millions of people are registering without IDs in key states. And more importantly, tens of thousands of people dead are trying to register. I didn't believe it at first. We talked about it last night at Timcast IRL. This viral tweet going around from End Wokeness saying the number of voters registering without a phone in 3 key swing states, Arizona, Texas, and Pennsylvania. Since the start of 2024, Texas, 1.2 million, PA, about 600,000, Arizona, 220,000. It's this system they call HAVV. You don't need an ID to register to vote. You can use your name, date of birth, and social security number. When you do this, the Social Security Administration runs a verification on new submissions to see if this person actually exists. What most people have been sharing on Twitter / on X is this. Why are so many people in these states trying to register to vote without IDs? Why are they literally registering to vote without IDs? Who are these people? Well, of course, you know, the media is going to dismiss this and say, not everybody uses an ID. And you know what? Fair point. Maybe you register and they said you can register with your ID or social. I got to be honest. I'm going to use the last 4 of my social. It's easy. Pulling out my ID, too much work. So if I'm allowed to, I'm personally registering, I just use my social. And that will appear as a verification. That is fair and that is true. But in the course of going through the website, we discovered that in 1 week in Missouri, 23,000 dead people tried to register. Now, that doesn't make sense, does it? Many are arguing that it's illegal immigrants, that they're registering. Well, that doesn't make sense because illegal immigrants aren't going to be in the Social Security database. Some argue, well, it's because they get work permits, so they're granted a Social Security number. Perhaps. But the number of deceased people trying to register is alarming any way you cut it. Shadow campaign. Now, I don't know what this means. I'm going to stress that. For all I know, that there is some logical explanation. We've done a little bit of digging. We have not gotten comments from these various states to ask them why this is happening. But I will tell you this, my friends. Whatever you think happened in 2020, if you think there is no shadow campaign in this, and I always got to pull this up because people won't believe me. People don't believe it. I got to pull it up. If you think there is no shadow campaign, I got a bridge to tell you. Time Magazine, 2020, The Secret History of the Shadow Campaign That Saved the 2020 Election. Time Magazine actually wrote that a conspiracy, look at this, there was a conspiracy unfolding behind the scenes, one that both curtailed the protests and coordinated the resistance from CEOs. Both surprised were the result of an informal alliance between left-wing activists and business titans. Time Magazine published an article saying that they fortified the election with a secret shadow campaign that Time Magazine refers to as a conspiracy. So let me just stress this one more time. Time Magazine wrote an article that there was a conspiracy among left-wing groups to make sure Trump would lose. I wonder what that means. They say they had voter initiatives and things like that. Well, currently right now in Wisconsin, they are banning Zuckerbucks. They want to prevent shadow campaigns like this from happening. I would assume that those that engaged in this shadow campaign know they can't do the same thing twice, and now they must try something different. I get a lot of people and they say, Tim, don't you now understand the fraud that's going on? Listen, I think it was largely ballot harvesting in 2020. The evidence, James O'Keefe. He has video footage of people ballot harvesting, bragging about getting these ballots. You wonder why it is. Many of these ballots were for Joe Biden, but Republicans, but there were no down ballot voting. It was just a vote for Joe Biden and then nothing else. And it could be because ballot harvesters are not smart, are not political, and they go to people and they say, just vote for Biden, give me back the ballot. Many of these people were going to nursing homes, and they were just telling people, fill this out, fill this out. Certainly, I believe fraudulent ballots exist, and there is miscounting and things like this. There's a lack of chain of custody. All of those things matter. But I believe largely the ballots they got were not manufactured in a lab or in China. I think most of them were likely mass ballot harvesting initiatives. There were videos and stories about ballots being found in dumpsters and things like this. I don't know how many there were, but I think right now we should look at something much more alarming. This End Wokeness post. Let's dive in to the link here from SSA.gov. It's the HAVV, they call it, Help America Vote Verification Transactions by State for the week ending January 13th, 2024. Well, okay. Well, I don't care about January 13th. Let's do this. Let's go to the week ending March 23rd, the previous week. And we'll take a look at some numbers. California, 3,760 people filed to register to vote, and they did not have IDs. There were 2,148 matches, 1,612 non-matches. Now let's start here. How could there be non-matches? That means someone filled out a registration form, sent it in, and they said, this person's not real. Maybe they got something wrong. Name was misspelled, wrong date of birth. Who knows? Don't know why someone will get those things wrong, but that's what, a third of them? A little bit more than a third? 28 of those deceased. Now, how could that happen? Well, that's actually, it could be explained, honestly. If somebody fills out a registration and then before that registration makes it to the Social Security Administration for verification, that individual dies and is listed as dead, that's a possibility. Although that is a very tight time frame. But I got to be honest, I don't care about California. I don't care about 3,000 transactions, 28 deceased people, because California is deep blue as it is. As we move down, we see something very interesting. Notably, Missouri, with 46,438 transactions, 42,000 matches found. Okay, this is not that big a deal. This could be a mass voter registration initiative. As I said, many people probably just register with their social because it's easier, right? I mean, come on. Do you want to pull out your ID, the stupid ID number? Just put in the last 4 of your social. You're done. This makes sense. 1,321 being deceased. Now that is very strange. That is a very small percentage, but that's a lot of people registering. Let me make sure I show you. It says single match deceased right here. That's a lot of people who filled out a form and then died before it could make it to the administration. Perhaps verification takes several months. I really doubt it, considering this is a weekly basis, meaning in all likelihood, and again, I could be wrong, someone filled out a form, sent it in, and then croaked immediately so that the doctors could list them as deceased. They could make it to the SSA, and then they could go, oh, this person just died. I doubt it. I doubt it. Interestingly, we don't have any information on any of the states, but let's do this. We'll jump down to March 16th. Texas reporting comes in only every other week on this system. We can see here Arizona with 26,000 transactions. Now, again, this just means people are registering to vote. We don't know who or why. Many people are arguing this proves illegal immigrants because they don't have IDs. No, I'm going to say it again. Most people probably don't use their ID to register. They use their social. That's not what's really alarming to me. We go to Missouri again. 50,000 transactions, 45,000 matched, 4,000 didn't match, and 1,337 were dead. Okay, but wait. I'm just building up the suspense for you, ladies and gentlemen. In Texas, in 1 week, 227,000 people, and to be fair, if Texas only appears every other week, it's possible. It's possible. This is actually 2 weeks combined, fine. 4,571 dead people registered. Now, when we were on the show, Nick Freitas, he's a Virginia delegate, said, maybe this is voter roll purging. Maybe they're doing these verifications to see if these people, I said, you know what? You're right. That must be it. It has to be, right? How could nearly 5,000 people, the total for that week, 6,698 dead people, they filled out forms and then died right away? It must be that in these states, they're going through their voter rolls and saying, can you verify this person? And they go, yeah, the person died. They go, okay, so this person's dead. Okay, we're going to purge them from the voter roll. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Don't worry. I'm building up the suspense for you. That's not actually what's going on. To shock you the most, I will jump to February 17th, 2024. And this is where something weird happens. In Missouri, there were 78,000 registrations. 5,938 were found to have no match. 72,000 were found to have a match. And I'm make sure we get this total matches. However, and this is where things get very strange, 23,000 of these registrants were dead. It says right here, single match deceased. Now, okay, let me make sure I give you the definitions. This is from ssa.gov. You tell me what it means. Total transactions, the total number of verification requests made during the time period. Total matches, the total number of verification requests where there is at least one match in our records of the name, last 4 digits of the SSN, and date of birth. I mean, that's a pretty good verification. Non-matches are obvious when there's no match. Single match found alive. The total number of verification requests where there is only one match in our records on name, last 4 digits, and date of birth, and the number holder is alive. Single match found deceased. The total number of verification requests where there is only one match in our records on name, date of birth, and last 4 social, and the number holder is deceased. They also have a multiple matches found alive and deceased, but these are exceedingly rare and I don't believe ever actually come up. In this instance, multiple matches alive only came up 1 out of 78,000. Yeah, however, we can jump over to Pennsylvania. Interestingly, there were 12. In Pennsylvania, with 62,000 transactions, only 29 came back deceased. Well, what does that say to you? Some people may die in between the process or something like this, perhaps. Or someone submitted the registration late. I mean, it's possible that someone filled out the registration form and they didn't send it in. That's true. That's fair. 29 could make sense. In Oregon, there were 569 transactions, 83. Now, what's fascinating is that we can make the argument these may just be people registering to vote. But why is it that in most states that don't matter, you don't really see it? In Arizona, it matters, 31,000. Georgia, 7,900. Illinois, 11,000. So it does vary, but in Maryland, it's 600. Massachusetts, it's 159. In Michigan, it's 113. Mississippi, it's 44. Missouri is very strange. 23,000 people who filed registrations came back as deceased. Now, again, you're sitting there thinking to yourself, it's got to be voter roll purging, because that's what we thought last night on IRL. All right, let me break it down for you. From SSA.gov, I will read for you verbatim what this is. The Help America Vote Act of 2002 requires states to verify the information of newly registered voters for federal elections. A statewide voter registration list and verify new information with the state's motor vehicle. The states are required to verify the driver's license number against the state MVA database. Only in situations where no driver's license exists should the states verify the last 4 digits of the new voter registrant's social security number. So I'm going to pause there. I said over and over again, it's probably people just choosing not to use their ID, which many people do. However, as they say, only where no license exists should the states verify the last 4 digits of the new voter registrant's social security number. It may be that the states are just lazy and they're like, we don't care, we'll just run it.
Well, personally, my thoughts regarding this, I've never seen a state where people are taking their voter's card using their social. That is very new. I don't know if that is how America operates, but I've never seen this in Africa.
No, they just showing this one day.
Card.
Yeah, but they showing he just verifying that they both still election. Whatever candidate, it doesn't make a difference. See, they're not saying they switch them out because they know, Joey, in the game of politics, the fakeness, right? You're going to get mad with one party because they didn't do it, so everybody's going to go to the other party. Oh, the Democrats are fucked up. Let's be Republican. So they got the Republican ready, so when he fucks up for the next 8 years, the Republicans are fucked up. Oh, let's go back to the Democrats are going to be right. So you go back and forth, and don't shit ever change. The thing is, the system stays the same because they know you get disgusted and go back and forth when both parties are controlled by the same people. That's the scam they run. But these guys are there to give cover for the scam. He's saying, oh, the Democrats, look at the Democrats. He didn't say that when the Republicans stole the election under Bush because they stole it. They stole it in my state right now, Florida. They stole that election because they wanted the powers that be wanted Bush in there, the Bush family in there, so they can do the fake Al-Qaedas and the fake 9/11s, the terrorist thing, talking about the Muslims when it was their ass that did it. And like I told you, I want you guys to look something up. I told you, I started looking it up. Isn't it funny, the same guy who bought the Trade Center when they blew it up, the cat with the small hat, is the same guy that's got an assurance policy on the bridge down in Baltimore. Ain't that funny? He's got $1 trillion insurance policy on that bridge. But Biden told you the American people are going to pay for it. Not him. It's his bridge because they did it. It's the same shit again. Small hats, blow up shit, destroy shit, give billions, trillions of dollars. How they did in 9/11, kill people. You go look it up. See if Larry Silver, do this for me, Jobin. Let's see if they say it's a conspiracy theory. Do this for me, Jobin. Look it up real quick, please. And what's this?
No, yeah, go on. When you talk about blowing up, I wanted to share that one of the reservists, if that is what they're called, who is testifying to how they blew up the hospitals, the mosques in Palestine. But yeah, you want me to look up what?
I want you to pause it, go to another tab and Google, say, does Larry Silverstein, that same that cat with a small heart name, have any ownership in the Baltimore bridge that collapsed?
Is it Larry or Larry? Larry.
Larry, Larry, Silverstein, Silverstein or Stein, however you spell Steen.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have any connection with the bridge that collapsed? Let me see what they say. Well, this is a conspiracy theory, is it? Okay. Getting $1 trillion payout. Think that's a coincidence? I looked it up. Before I looked it up, God always sends me to the videos. Next no cats on TikTok were looking it up too. Always follow the money, family. Always.
Was Larry Silverstein, or did Larry Silverstein have any connection with the bridge that just collapsed? Yeah.
Yeah. He owns.
No.
It says no. That's a lie.
Literally, no, not even an article about it. Nothing
Of
close
course.
to it.
Of course. Nothing pulls up. Of course not. I went to the dark web and found all that shit out.
Okay,
Yes,
let me see.
yeah.
Let me see. Okay, I see
Yeah.
it's on TikTok. Actually, it's on TikTok.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's $1 trillion pause. Shout out to cats on TikTok.
Billion Bartlemore Bridge collapse 2024 connection to billionaire. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So let's see. Yeah, TikTok is the only thing.
That's what exactly. That's why they want to get rid of TikTok. That's why the cats with the small hats want to buy TikTok.
Just into CNN. This is from a traffic camera on the Francis Scott Key Bridge. This is the first time I'm seeing it as well. It shows the moment.
And pause it, Joby. Pause it. And remember, Francis Key Scott. I want you to say how crazy this is. Francis, the bridge is named after Joby, the racist man who wrote our national anthem. Francis Scott Key is the one who wrote that racist anthem that we were trying to protest. He's the guy who wrote the bridge is named after him, Joby, who wrote that racist American anthem about you niggas be good to be slaves. That's the bridge is named after him. But we're all Americans, Joby. We're all Americans.
The ship crashed into the bridge, causing the bridge to collapse. In the distance, what you can see there is a flashing light. That is believed to be of the construction crew. Then there it is on the right side of the screen. You can see the boat slowly beginning to approach the bridge. Ultimately, as the boat makes contact with the bridge, the video is just completely lost. The video goes out. But you can see an empty bridge here at this point because police were able to clear it and stop drivers on each side. But you do see the lights of what is believed to be that construction crew. We got some new video.
Well, that is one of the videos. Let me see if there's another one because TikTok.
Well, you got it. Well, TikTok, you got it. You got it right.
There's a
Larry
massive theory going
Silverstein.
around that the bridge collapsing yesterday in Baltimore,
There you go.
Maryland was on purpose. Essentially,
Sure.
Angela Chow, who is the sister-in-law of Senator Mitch McConnell, by the way, drowned in her car 6 days ago. Apparently, she was the CEO of the shipping company that owned the cargo ship that crashed into the bridge. Apparently, she had a blood alcohol level of 0.233 in her toxicology report, which is 3 times the legal limit in Texas. She's just drunk, backs her car into a pond, and then dies. This post is obviously hinting that these two things are connected. A lot of people think she found out something was going on behind the scenes, and someone killed her for it. There's also
Of course.
contradicting evidence, though. On the other hand, people are saying that Angela Chow was not the CEO of the ship that ran into the bridge. In fact, she was the CEO of Foremost Group, which is a U.S. shipping company. Adali, which is the name of the ship that actually crashed into the bridge, is a Singaporean-owned company, which has nothing to do with this lady. I don't know what to believe here. Obviously, this is conspiracy. Nothing's for sure. What I know is that this bridge was poorly created in the first place, and this should have never happened. There's a massive theory going around that the bridge collapsing yesterday in Baltimore, Maryland was on purpose. Essentially, Angela Chow, who's the sister-in-law of Senator Mitch McConnell.
You got to look up, say, is Larry Silverstein connected? Type in the TikTok search, is Larry Silverstein connected to the bridge in Baltimore? Should pop up.
Pardon?
Type in your TikTok search, is Larry Silverstein connected to the bridge in Baltimore collapse?
Let's see. Okay.
I don't like this dude. I've mentioned him a lot when it comes to 9/11, but this whole thing is misinformation. So come on, y'all are smarter than this. $1 trillion? Do you know how much $1 trillion is? The bridge is owned by the Maryland Transportation Authority. At most, they estimate 2 to 4 billion in insured losses. $1 trillion is 1,000 billions. Reference: Amazon has a market cap of 1.8 trillion. And I'm one of the first to talk about my theories when it comes to this dude in 9/11. But $1 trillion, guys. You're making this go viral and it says $1 trillion. Nobody in the world is worth $1 trillion. The richest people in the world don't surpass 235 billion. I don't like this dude. I've mentioned him a lot when it comes to 9/11, but
that's the first one.
Now you might can't find it. They might have took it down. Don't worry about it, Joe, but you probably can't find it. Play your video.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. Maybe if I'm on TikTok on my own, but
I mean, never. You don't never go no. You don't never. You don't never go no TikTok.
If TikTok something goes viral, they take it down. If it is circulating too much, they take it down. That's what I'm thinking.
They do. They do.
Was in charge of explosions. We blew up houses of terrorists, mosque, UN offices. I remember we got into some UN office that was in charge of helping
all these
families in Gaza that was affected by the war, and we destroyed it.
Yeah, and that is rare for you to hear. Is Israel behind it, while we've been seeing them covering all the stories. It's not us behind it. It is us being attacked. It is the other way around. So the world knows the truth, and it can no longer be hidden. And thank God to TikTok again. It's crazy how they come up with all these platforms, and they end up literally turning against them and their agendas. It is a funny thing to watch. It always literally impresses me all the time.
Remember, they didn't really start TikTok. They want to buy. They own a lot of it, like I showed you, but they want all of it because of what you're saying. TikTok is the only one showing too much truth. They go, hey, we gotta get this shit.
Yeah,
right.
The truth is raw there. People are putting out so much rawness out there. It's crazy. I've just seen that right now Kenya is about to. I think our TikTok might be taken down because the TikTok at midnight thing is becoming serious, and people are getting offended. Kenyans are very offended by the actions adults are taking outside there. Instead of bringing out content, people are out here actually now screwing each other live, not even selling their coochie or dicks anymore. They're just screwing each other on
TikTok.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know. What's it called? After Dark? Shamani hit me. I didn't even know it existed. Shamani. Now you know about this Shamani. They ain't never came up with my algorithm. It's called TikTok After Dark or TikTok at Night.
TikTok After Midnight.
TikTok After Midnight. Motherfuckers out there with their booty open, their coochie. I'm had to look it up before they take it down. I never looked it up.
No, you won't find it. It's not. It is not something to look up at. For Kenya, I think things just go viral, and we'll figure out stories through, especially bloggers, and influencers. That's how we get to know such kind of stories. Because with the latest story, I've just seen it on a blogging site. What is happening on TikTok? Because, like you said, I'm barely on TikTok myself. Rarely. Yeah, so I'm not there all the time, the way I used to be a long time ago. But I see John Mosquito says I've completely lost track of what Slim Shady is talking about.
Talking about Eminem. I don't know what the hell Eminem be talking about.
He looks crazy though. He looks crazy. He needs to go to the gym a little bit, He needs to reduce all that weight, How are you smoking like that and you look that fat? Crazy. But
I
anyway,
I I haven't seen him. Is he fat now?
yeah, he looks bad. We're talking about Lil Wayne or Eminem. Lil Wayne or Eminem? Lil Wayne, right? If it's
That's
not
my Eminem. Is Little Wayne fat too?
yeah, very fat.
That ain't ugly. God damn. All right, shit on his face. Look like some kind of space alien. And look, and that's how you know. And the small heads family, catch the small, they pump that all that shit on his face. Gotta try to normalize that debaucherous culture. Oh, look at him. I want to be like. As soon as they put him out here, you see all them rappers calling themselves little somebody, a baby that's got shit all on their face, tattoos everywhere, looking. They want it. That destroys your culture. Makes it debaucherous. Like, what the hell am I looking at? Imagine your daughter bringing you some nigga look like that. He got money. You better get away, man. You better get this motherfucker out of my house right now.
And shout out to Jiba. Jaba also say, how does this cracker have a following? He's boring you. That was the video I was sharing earlier. I think I started the comments quite somewhat different. Let me go up a little bit, see where I left it.
About Tim Pool. Yeah, because they give him a follow. Remember, they give all these right wing wackos following. Right? They give them what we do in black empowerment. They ain't no money in this. Most black people are broke. They don't have no money to wake up black people. You'll go broke doing this. Luckily, I'm able to fund it. You'll go broke. Try to wake black people up there. We the ones that ain't got no damn money, and we don't fund shit. We don't fund our own people. What?
Sorry. Zaba says that the Democratic-led legislation in Pennsylvania is pushing mail-in ballots and no ID verifications at the poll.
Because they want because they want to steal again. Mail-in ballots like they did last time. What do you mean mail-in ballot? Well, what? So they use that with that COVID hoax shit. You don't need to have no mail-in ballots, but they got caught ballot stuffing last time. No IDs, people taking thousands of ballots, nobody's name in this shit, putting in the ballot boxes, all fake and illegal. And they know they stole it because when you remember, the people on YouTube said you can't talk about it. We got channels taken down.
Oh no. Big Cheese says, Sister Joby, unfortunately, black women are busting it open for the white man from America, Caribbean, and Africa. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's crazy. And now, Sister I was going to say, is all white dudes got to do now is just eat jollof rice, fufu, and these women busted wide open. Man.
Don't forget about ugali, too, goddammit.
Nah, KFC, no ugali, goddammit. Nobody wants to eat ugali. Come on. Nobody. You think you're going to get it wide open for ugali? Oh, no. You're talking about my staple food. Are you crazy? And it's something I don't see every single day. Like, it's a once in a blue type of thing, But anyway. Victor says, John was white dudes have to open their sandals are getting the finest black women worldwide. It is crazy. And I also see John was says, but to be honest, these swinging black men been running trains on white women. Do white boys get payback? Lol. I don't know. I'm not sure about that personally. And I also see you're also saying, me, I wasn't with them. I was in my house minding my business, meditating. So I'm good. Let them enjoy their sweet in heaven. And I also see Victor says, I don't know John Mosquito, read Daughters of the Trade. And Sister Dana Kaributana says ID is required in Georgia. And Jiba Jaba says Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, is it Pronounce
Pennsylvania.
Pronounce
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Yes.
Pennsylvania. You register by driver's license or address. Not
Exactly.
what? Damn, you register by driver's license and address.
Yeah, but they're not doing. Yeah, your driver's license is your ID card. We don't have a national ID card like you do like in Kenya. We have a driver's license. Everybody has a driver's license. We don't have no national ID card. We have a driver's license is your ID. Everybody drives, so everybody has a car or a driver's license at least. So,
what
yeah.
about those who don't have cars?
But they got it. They still got a driver's license. You don't have a car. I mean, you don't have a driver's
You get
license.
a driving license.
Yeah.
You attend the classes though, right?
Yeah. You still gotta go to class, or just you don't have to go unless your parents teach you. Most people don't go to no class. They learn by stealing their mama's car or their daddy teach them or some shit. Then they go take the test.
Okay. Nice. Oh man, you're way behind.
Yeah.
But anyway, John Mosquito says I've completely lost track of what I think I read that. Big Cheese was saying that Sadina, I thought you and Jibba Jabba were going to church with me on Easter Sunday and drink the blood of Jesus. I don't know why they didn't join you, Big Cheese Manze. You forgot to call them or remind them. I don't know what happened. But I also see Dina says, I went to a play and this lady told me Happy Resurrection Day. That's new. And it's not really new, but it's something that people have been saying. And that Big Cheese says that Dina Kid tired because he just beat up an old lady for the last piece of chicken from Popeye's card.
Yeah, I know. Funny part about it, I just left Popeye's chicken. There's no good bastard be knowing you. I just if I turn on my camera, you'll see I got a box of Popeye's chicken. Let me see if I turn my camera on real quick. I want everybody to see what I'm doing. See that?
Yeah, I'm about to have chicken too. Yeah, I'm about to have some piece of chicken too. But I also see Jibba Jabba says that happened before the bridge. That is Dina said that happened before the bridge. Take your time. Thank you. I'm trying to see the comments I can read and the ones I can't. So if you see me trying to see what I'm trying to do. What is TikTok after midnight? Something nasty? Yes, it is something very nasty, Dina. You don't want to see that.
It's butt slapping all and butt slapping on camera. It's like free OnlyFans.
Yeah, so yeah, it is crazy. They're making TikTok now like a porn site here in Kenya. So that's why we've been having Kenya. You know, it was last year, it was a discussion whether they can ban it. Then this year we saw they said they're gonna ban it on government offices. Anyone who's working in the government office should not be having TikTok on their phone, you know, or any government devices, something like that, because it is leaking information of the government, you know. So that shows one, the fear they also have, because there's so much TikTok that probably has access to, because it does leak information. It does leak a lot of information. But I also see Dina is surprised by that. It is crazy. Shimani knows much more than I do because she's always on TikTok. So if you
know, and Shimani thinks Shimani's slick. Shimani opened another account so we couldn't see an account because Shimani went and tagged our videos I put up as like the way Joby goes through our videos and puts the like signs up. Shimani did that. So I pressed on Shimani's damn profile and it was zero followers, zero. It was all zeroed out. No picture. I was looking at this no good motherfucker here.
I don't. That's on TikTok because I see shit on TikTok. That is with the other main account.
I'll show you this one. She making sure she wasn't making sure because I don't look. She knows I don't follow up. She making sure I don't follow up and see what she's putting on there. But so I went back and checked. I said, let me see what Shimani did. I ain't seen a TikTok in like 6-7 months. Let me check this out. That's just it. She made up a whole new fake account, Jovi. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you, Jovi. She made up a whole new fake account, Jovi, with nothing on it.
Shout out to your people. Shout out to your people, man.
God damn.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Jamani, is it really that serious, baby? God damn.
Shout out to them. But anyway, Mosquito says, I'm on TikTok after midnight. I never seen any freaky stuff. Hell, I don't even see the booty shakers anymore.
No. Then you gotta type in a hashtag. Can it be after? I mean, all the time. I don't think they're right. I don't ever get no twerk videos. That algorithm. I don't get no. I only get the. Sometimes I do usually like to watch the goofy dance challenge. I only get the dance shit on my shit no more. They be dancing to Kenya against Uganda, dude. Nigeria against Kenya. I don't even get that shit no more.
Sister Dina, I see you asking if Lil Wayne is fat. Let me show you an image of what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I like fat. Damn.
I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but this is Lil Wayne today. This is
You know-
how it looks today.
Damn. You know who's fat as hell right now? Bobby Brown. Oh my God, damn.
He's really, really huge. If you check out most of his interviews,
Damn.
current interviews, he really looks ugly for me. Like, I can't. I really
Well,
can't.
he always was ugly shit.
You know, but I also see, then I think that might be the Kenya title Wayne. Come on. No, it's not the Kenyan little Wayne. It's the little Wayne that you know, John Mosquito. Be better. And I also see Dina says that why are they so obsessed with the KFC in Africa? Because it's nice, one.
Because they like not just Africa. Okay, yeah, I think they say Kenya. They obsessed that shit. They obsessed with that shit. It's not just Joby. They obsessed with KFC. KFC is the biggest fast food restaurant. You know, we don't even mess with it. And KFC almost going out of business in America. KFC is big in Africa, Dina. It's bigger than McDonald's in Africa. It's in almost African countries. It's big in Africa, not just Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Zimbabwe. Yeah, man,
if you stop by KFC on Sundays, oh my God, you know, sometimes I think they have closed early because the chickens run out, you know.
Wow.
On Sundays,
it be that crowded, Joe. It be that crowded.
Especially during, let's say, like right now, it's April.
Yeah.
Most of the students, of course, they have closed schools, so we have so many children at home. And you'll find during the weekends after church, most of the people will take their children there or families at the KFC. You know, stop by and have a few bites, or even at pizza, because it's a combined junction where we have pizza and KFC being sold. So yeah.
Now imagine KFC revived this business in Africa. The KFC was going under in America. But nobody, you go to KFC, that bitch be empty as shit. So nobody be in there. That's what I took Joe, but that's what was in there. I can't eat it. I can't stand that shit. But because it's so cheap, I would say, okay, let me get this KFC.
I really wish I can know if I had the difference between KFC, Popeyes, and McDonald's, then I'd really now I'll have a choice. But the fact of this had KFC, and you guys keep on dissing KFC over Popeyes or McDonald's, then I'm good still. I'm still gonna be obsessed with KFC. So yeah, until maybe I go to South Africa. We have McDonald's in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
I'll try McDonald's and then Popeyes when I go to the States, probably. So
I'd
love to try the difference.
You got McDonald's in South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Namibia.
Because I don't see no difference. Like when you try to look at I don't know if the recipe is the same, but if you try to look at the presentation, it's just the same.
Yeah, but no, like chicken, but yeah, the recipe's different. The recipe's different. Like, reason why I went to KFC like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I looked over at the Popeyes across there, that shit was packed. I said, man, I can't wait no line that long for no damn chicken. The line was long. The damn cars are wrapped around the building. I said, let me go in this KFC. KFC was empty as shit. I'm like, ain't nobody up in there. I'm like, every time I go to KFC, don't nobody be up in there. Like, but they were smart. Whatever. Oh, I think Pepsi owns KFC. I think the soda company owns KFC. I think Pepsi owns it. So they were smart by taking that business in Africa. I bet Africa is their biggest customer now. Let me pray before we leave, Joe. We about to get out of here. Let's go. We go. Because Joby slept in the studio last night. She couldn't go. She's too sleepy. How was she get for not trying to play my jam at night? Get out of here. I'm not playing yo.
I did. How dare you?
No, damn.
I did.
Damn. You did. But you played it, but under protest.
It's okay. I still did. I'm not like Ruto, you know.
Just for me, Joe. Say what continent is KFC's biggest business in? What continent is KFC's biggest business? I think it's Africa. Damn sure in America no more.
I think that the major markets of KFC include China, with 7,166 stores, the United States with 3,143 stores, Japan has 1,140 stores. South Africa follows with 960 stores. The United Kingdom with 928 stores. Thailand 853. Malaysia.
They doing like countries in South Africa, but Africa as a whole has a bunch of. You have 900 loans just in South Africa alone. Through Kenya, Ghana. I think Africa is like they might be second behind China. Because you see, it's only 3,000 now in America. That's all you got. You have more KFCs in China than you got in America. Because don't nobody eat that shit in America no more. You know, that's how big it is in Africa. Just in South Africa alone, you got 1,000. So imagine the ones all in Kenya, Uganda, Ghana. What happened, Joe? So
as I wind up, I see Juba says, Jimmy, just wait till the red lobster comes to Nairobi. Whoa, Ric Flair in it. Ric Flair in it in that lobster, I tell you. But I also see, I love me lobsters personally. I love crabs. I love any type. I don't think I'm picky with fish. The only thing I can't eat is an octopus, and I think some just creepy fish.
I ain't eating that shit.
I need to try an oyster, but I don't think I'm gonna love it.
Too slimy for me. I hate that shit.
Yeah, I doubt if I'm gonna like it. But I also see Job was gonna say, Jabba, what about the sweet potato pie? I think Joby will like that. I like sweet potato, so I think the sweet potato pie I'd like.
She will like sweet potato pie. When we open a restaurant and do a salam, have Joby taste it. Sweet potato pie. I think that'll be a big seller because they're not used to the kind of sweet potato pies in Africa. I think you'll clean up with that shit there, boy.
Dina,
I did see one American lady. I did see one American lady who had moved. Huh, Joby?
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I did see one American lady who had moved to Kenya. She was selling sweet potato pies in northern Nairobi. She was cleaning up. That about 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
She was in northern Nairobi. She had moved, and she was making a lot of money up to sweet potato pies. She made them as small, like edibles, like small ones. She was making a killing out there. I think she's from Detroit.
I'm manifesting that. My next relationship, it has to be a man with a car, So yeah, we're not gonna be spending money to go to driving. So long as it's gonna be nice teaching me how to drive. I don't like people who are yelling. Don't yell at me because I'm gonna give up with those classes and teach yourself. So don't yell at me. Yeah. But I also see you also saying that So he was right. You are up into Popeyes fighting for that or for that chicken. I like chicken, no cap, man. I think I don't know how many times I'd count for you. I eat chicken in a month, but I think every week I must eat chicken, either twice. But I love chicken. That's just the truth. I really love me chicken. I don't know. I love me chicken. But I also saying that my daughter told me, "Mom, stay off TikTok. Now I must see what she's trying to keep me from." And Juba Jaba says, or you buy a utility bill with your address to register. Okay. And Big Cheese says TikTok at midnight is where Shmani teaches me how to do the grown folks. God damn. Okay. And now also see I see them making videos like KFC. And I see
one of Somali's main talking points is that she must be penetrated good. That's her. I'm not making that up. That's one of Somali's talking points. Says you must protect, provide, and penetrate good. God damn.
Period. Respect the 3 P's. Those are the 3 rules. We know back in from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a culture thing, Dina. I wish if it was during the day. I'm not sure of the billboard that is outside the window right now, but we always have a very big billboard here, even advertising KFC. Like it's a big thing. Like it is. And every time we have maybe a new menu, like currently they have added rice on the KFC apart from the salad. We have now rice. It comes either with rice. If you want some pieces of chicken with a rice aside. So we always see the different type of, new things that they add up on their menu when they're advertising them on the board. So if I see it tomorrow, I'll take a picture and send it on the WhatsApp group so you can see it's really a big thing. But I also see Big Cheese says, Joby, I seen kids tipping Brazilian women on TikTok after midnight. I'd not be surprised.
You lying ass nigga. Look, hey, if they black Brazilians, yeah, but I ain't get out of here.
Yeah, it is a big deal, man. So if you see us filming KFC, please understand. Do not judge us.
Well,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna give KFC party. I don't got the video. Joby used that camera. That's why I gotta get our own camera. I don't like using nobody else's shit. We would have had the video already of everybody in the studio already. I don't like using nobody else's shit. Always somebody else gets it and we can't. I don't like that. But anyway, next week, I'm going to give them half the day off. And we're going to give them KFC and delivered and make them watch an old movie. I'm going to make them watch The Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the whole staff watch The Boys in the Hood. Because Netflix don't got Menace to Society. They don't got Dead President. We already seen that together with us and Joby, but they don't got nothing good on Netflix. And they don't got Amazon Prime on the TV. And I can't have everybody looking at no damn computer. So it got to be on Netflix.
John Mosquito said he has never had a sweet potato pie. I don't know. John Mosquito, did you say that? Because I see Dina asking you never had you don't know what a sweet potato pie tastes like. Are you black? John Mosquito, are you black? Can you tell us? Are you black?
He's in England. You got him in England. Go to your dessert section. Go to your dessert section in England, Jim Mosquito. Look where it says sweet potato pie. Either you can get the cold one or you can heat it up. It depends on you. I like mine hot. I like mine hot and cold. It makes a difference. You can put whipped cream on it or not. I like mine plain. Huh?
Is it like a cake?
Yeah, pull it up, Joby. Say images of sweet potato pie. And that's what you call it. That was called black women's coochie. Sweet potato pie. All right, because it tastes so good. That's what they do. Make me have a piece of that sweet potato pie. Black women.
Yeah, it looks nice, but if it's too sugary, nah, I pass. I don't like sugary stuff. Too much sugar.
They don't taste sugary. I feel I must have. Depends on who's making it. It don't taste sugary. It just tastes nice. It's just potato. It's a sweet like a sweet potato. It's just made with a crust. It's got some other ingredients. It's got what is sweet potato? It has what, cinnamon and what's like nutmeg, all that other shit, whatever, all that other shit in there. Sweet potatoes mixed with cinnamon and other stuff. Well, it's delicious.
I don't know. If I happen to visit any of you and I happen to be wherever you are, kindly pass me a pie of sweet potato pie, and yeah, with some cream on top. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Okay. I'm gonna send you guys to a restaurant. They got them in Kenya. They got sweet potato pies in Nairobi.
But I've not seen them anywhere.
Yeah, it's not big. They go to certain restaurants. They got them. So
anyway, yeah.
See, stuff like that, family. You come and just make sweet potato pies and get rich in Kenya, goddammit.
But anyway, family, asante sana. That is why we shall be winding up with today's conversation. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see ain't no potato pie here. I only seen apple cherry pies out there. That is your mosquito. Okay. All right. It's good to see what the UK has to offer and the difference in the culture. But much love, family. Have an amazing day. See you guys on Friday. Same time, same place. But remember to catch up with me tomorrow on the Pan-African Bliss Show. Have an amazing rest part of your day at work, at home,
And
whatever you're doing. Be safe.
check out the new young lady. Check out the new young lady, you guys. Aeroton Fridays on What's the Pop or whatever. What's it called? What's the pop? Who's the pop? Poppy in the head, some of that. Somebody popping, keep it popping, shorty, something like that.
That's called Let's Pop with Iwaton.
Hey, what did that lady look like who was in there today? What she look like? She was highly intelligent. What she look like, Joe? Was she fat?
Oh my God.
Sound like she was fat.
Where did you guys get this guy over here? But anyway, yeah, she was cool. She was very pretty, very punctual. She's actually very pretty, very punctual.
Oh, so she's pretty. Oh, man, see, that's why the damn Bevo show. I wonder what that lady looked like. She was very, because I knew she spoke French. Her being Congolese, that's why every time was all messed up. You speak, yes, her first language would be French more than English every time. So I knew she spoke French. What happened, Joe?
It's Kit. Kit always just exaggerating words. She didn't sound fat nowhere. Wait, can you tell if someone is fat?
Yeah, you can hear that. You can hear that damn phlegm in their throat. It'd be like a whole bunch of snot.
I don't know. How do you tell one is fat from the sound? That is crazy, actually. I don't know. She doesn't sound fat. That's a crazy one. I don't know.
Now she sounded nice. She sounded nice. In my mind, I had an image of a fat lady.
Oh no.
Okay, cool.
No, she's pretty. She looks like me. She had a body. She just had a body like mine. Simple look.
Okay. She was that pretty? She's as pretty as you? Oh damn! They should have showed. Y'all should have fixed the Mevo. I would like to see that lady. Shit. She was highly intelligent and knew about unity. Like, I knew she spoke French, and she spoke that French perfect. That French sounded sexy as shit. Like hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
God damn! Oh yeah.
That Even though the French are no good, that French is damn sexy shit. Black women speaking that French is sexy shit. Bonjour. I say, oh yeah, all right, baby. Anyway, let's let Joey wrap it up, family. My stuff.
If you guys can see my
Let me
screen,
see.
maybe.
Let me see. Okay, let's see it. All right, she looked all right. She looked okay.
Just a minute.
I can't tell us. Hey, did you guys put up on Instagram?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yes, yeah. She look all right. She don't look all that. I can't tell by that. She look all right. I wouldn't jump over no desk to try to talk to her nothing. She look all right.
Yeah, much love. You are a big liar. You want me saying that she looked like she was popping, then you like Joby stop line. She was a bit. Come on, you guys, you crazy. Much love, you guys. On Friday, same time, same place, right here on the Africa Today show. But remember to catch me tomorrow on the Pan African Bee show. Have an amazing day and have an amazing rest part of
That's love,
your
family.
night. What time is on your end? Have an amazing time. Yeah, asante sana.
Bonjour, bien devoir, Joby. Whatever the hell that.
Much love. Shout out to you. Who's that? Royal Constructor. Okay, shout out to you. I don't know you.
I don't mess with fair women, Joby, no, unless I got a candle. So that's it. That's it.
Yeah.